Sanders Truck Line, the place that puts God and family first. How long you been driving for Wiley Sanders?
7 years.
How long you been driving for Wiley?
6 years.
How many miles you get a week?
2,500.
Wow, how many miles you get a week?
2,700.
Are you in the 401k?
Yes, sir.
Matching at 4%?
Yes.
Wow, Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Are y'all happy?
Oh, very happy.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Welcome to Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, state-of-the-art bunkhouse. Let me show you. Do you like it cold? Then set it cold. Got the spouse with you? We've got you covered. Sit back in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and watch your favorite TV show. Relax, have a good time. After a long day, you can come in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and get a great hot shower. Look how nice they are. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we keep it clean for you. Drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. We've been in business since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Woo! We got the trucks. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, boy. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Deborah, how long you been here?
I've been here 8 years.
And we're what?
Lady
Miss
friendly.
Johnny Mae, how long you been here, girl?
7 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
How long we been here, Darlene?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Oh, tell me how long you been here?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Kim, how long you been here?
10 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Some companies may tell you that the grass is greener. At Wiley Sanders, we know the grass is greener. Been in business since 1959. That's not green. It's not green. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Now this is green grass. This is green money. $1,000 sign on bonus. Blue Cross Blue Shield. 401k. We match it up to 4%. Get you home regular. Good equipment. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We do what we say. Come join the best today. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we keep it nice and clean. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice and clean.
Nice and shiny.
Are you an experienced driver looking for a good truck driving job? Then try Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. We're looking for team drivers. We're looking for single drivers. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we have it for you. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Drive for the best. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we know one thing. Drivers first. You're not just a number, we know your name. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, family owned, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. We got Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hey, we can get you home. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Been rolling these wheels since 1959. Money, money, money. Just rolling these wheels. If these wheels roll, you make money. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Deborah, how long you been here?
I've been here 8 years.
And we're what?
Lady
Miss
friendly.
Johnny Mae, how long you been here, girl?
7 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
How long we been here, Darlene?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Oh, tell me how long you been here?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Kim, how long you been here?
10 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm working underneath this truck.
Oh man, can you work on diesel trucks?
No, I can't.
Do you know that Wiley Sanders will train you to work on diesel trucks?
Really?
In a shop.
In a shop?
A shop. My man, you made it.
Yes, sir, I did.
You came to Wiley Sanders to a shop. How you like teaching this young man?
I enjoy helping these guys be successful.
So if they can work on a little truck, you can teach them how to work on a big truck.
Yes, sir, we sure can.
Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line where we'll teach you how to work on a big truck. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. Are you looking for a good company? A company that can get you home and you make good money? Then you need to call Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hey, you know we still had a $1,000 sign on bonus. We match your 401k up to 4%. We've been in business since 1959. We've been rolling these wheels with money, money, money since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Bo. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, where we put God and family first. We go to Illinois,
Indiana.
North Carolina, South Carolina.
Ohio, Arkansas.
We're looking for good in-dump drivers. That's right, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. 401k, Blue Cross Blue Shield, dental plan. Hey, these wheels roll, you make money. You're not driving one of them, you're driving at the wrong place. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Fellas, where we go?
Indiana.
North Carolina and South Carolina.
Ohio and Arkansas.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Deborah, how long you been here?
I've been here 8 years.
And we're what?
Lady
Miss
friendly.
Johnny Mae, how long you been here, girl?
7 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
How long we been here, Darlene?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Oh, tell me how long you been here?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Kim, how long you been here?
10 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, the place that puts God and family first. How long you been driving for Wiley Sanders?
7 years.
How long you been driving for Wiley?
6 years.
How many miles you get away?
2,500.
Wow, how many miles you get away?
2,700.
Are you in the 401k?
Yes, sir.
Matching at 4%.
Yes.
Wow, Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Are y'all happy?
Oh, very happy.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Welcome to Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, state-of-the-art bunkhouse. Let me show you. Do you like it cold? Then set it cold. Got the spouse with you? We've got you covered. Sit back in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and watch your favorite TV show. Relax, have a good time. After a long day, you can come in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and get a great hot shower. Look how nice they are. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we keep it clean for you. Drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. We've been in business since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Woo! We got the trucks. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, boy. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Deborah, how long you been here?
I've been here 8 years.
And we're what?
Lady
Miss
friendly.
Johnny Mae, how long you been here, girl?
7 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
How long we been here, Darlene?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Oh, tell me how long you been here?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Kim, how long you been here?
10 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Some companies may tell you that the grass is greener. At Wiley Sanders, we know the grass is greener. Been in business since 1959. That's not green. It's not green. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Now this is green grass. This is green money. $1,000 sign on bonus. Blue Cross Blue Shield. 401k. We match it up to 4%. Get you home regular. Good equipment. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We do what we say. Come join the best today. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we keep it nice and clean. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice and clean.
Nice and shiny.
Are you an experienced driver looking for a good truck driving job? Then try Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. We're looking for team drivers.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. I am super excited this morning. I got the aging group here. They're going to tell us old people how to get some food. And then I got the one and only Dr. Dugas, and a lot of people in Pike County know him because they have had him to do some great things for them. And he gives a lot of his time to the community here in Troy State. Troy University, boy, let me get that right. They'll have him. But first of all, before we go to Dr. Dugas, let's have the word of the day. And our scripture today comes from Leviticus 19:11. And it says, study Bible, you must not steal, you must not deceive, and you must not deal falsely with one another. King James Version says, ye shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another. Whew. I'm just sitting here thinking, what would the world be like if everybody took that to heart? It'd be good, wouldn't it? We'll be right back with Dr. Dugas.
We're looking for single drivers at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We have it for you. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Drive for the best. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we know one thing. Drivers first. You're not just a number. We know your name. Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Good morning, Dr. Lewis.
Morning, Justin. How are you, man?
I'm going to tell you
Thanks for
that
having
you
me.
are a man of your word. I see why you're so successful. I saw you at ATI when I was having therapy, and everybody was telling me who you was, and I watched you. I watched you just walk around and talk to everybody. You talked to me, and I wasn't your patient, but you talked to everybody. And when I asked you, you just said yes. And I come back to work, and I want to tell you good morning from Doug Kitchens.
Good morning. Good morning, Doug. How are you this
He
morning?
said, tell Dr. Douglas, I said, hey.
Good morning.
He was surprised. Hey, so tell me, how long have you been doing this?
This is going to be my 25th season with Troy coming up this fall. 25th season.
Wow.
It's interesting, when Dr. Andrews asked me to stay, I told him the only thing I asked for was that I get to keep working with Troy, which he immediately said okay to, which tells me I probably should have asked for more. But he said that I had had such a great experience as a fellow my first year here, and so that was the only thing I asked for. And I've been with him ever since.
I'm going to tell you this, your name around here, it's just got such a, people talk so highly of it. And they talk about how much time you give, just free time. Mm-hmm. You know, anybody will come if you pay them, but they just talk about how much free time that you do and give. And that university, have it not come a long ways?
It's amazing. You know, Dr. Hawkins, leadership.
Wonderful.
I'll tell you, he is a leader among leaders. You put a room of leaders together, and he's going to lead that room. And it's really been amazing to see Troy grow from the maybe 3,000 students we had when I started with him. There are 8,000, and all the international stuff and the programs and the Manley Johnson, you know, School of Finance and Business and all these things, the music and the Steinway program and the art stuff, and it's just become an incredible place, and people are going to Troy because they want to go to Troy, not because they didn't get somewhere else. It's really become people's first choice, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
I tell you, when I go to a school, I go to a lot of truck driving schools, and I just don't try to sell Wiley Sanders. If I'm talking to a young person that's got kids or teenagers, I say, hey, come to Troy. We got good jobs, and we got a good university, we got a good hospital, and we got good doctors. And when you get your town surrounded by that, you know, look at our mayor, how long he's been there.
Right.
Look how long our sheriff has been there.
Yeah.
Look how long Dr. Hawkins has been with Troy University.
Right.
That speaks volume. Look how long you've
It
been
really
with
does.
It speaks volume.
The people here, you know, the people who live here that have made Troy their home, they're just as good a people as you'll find anywhere. And I feel at home here, and the mayor has been mayor a long time. The mayor before him was the mayor for a long time.
Yes, correct.
You know, it's people stay here.
Lunsford,
yeah, and they stay here because it's a good place to live.
Well, you know, Mr. Sanders, I worked for him all my life, and he used to always speak of Troy and say we. And he spoke of his employees as we. And, you know, look at the jobs that are being brought here, and then look at the educations, and I ain't that far and change. My sister is a doctor, well, Dr. Diggs, and when I look at that and look back 20 years, and look at us, we're the Sun Belt champions. I mean,
And not just the collegiate stuff, like Charles Henderson, they played for the state title in football. They were in the Final Four in basketball. Pike Lib's a great school. I mean, the school system here is alive and well. The community's alive and well. The hospital's doing great. There's construction. There's growth. It's a vibrant and growing community.
you know, I had you on here because I want to talk about your profession. I've heard so much about you. I think you did some stuff on Doug, some Doug family members.
Yeah.
You did a lot of stuff for Miss Sanders, Miss Liz Sedano.
Right.
You just did her hit.
Right.
So tell me, what drives you with that? What?
You know, I think we're people that, I'm very blessed. I get to do what I love. You know, I'm one of those people that just got it right, and I love what I do, and I think it's a blessing to get to do what I do. And people place their trust in us, and that's the inviolate part of this. That's the thing that you can't violate, is the trust. Because that's what people like me value more than anything. It's when you say you trust me to do something, like when you're handing your loved one over, whether it's your child, your parent, your spouse, your employee, they're placing their trust in us, and that is one of those things that people like me really just crave. Other people crave sugar, and people crave money, and they crave power, and we crave trust. And and people also don't think about this, but all the pro athletes in the world are workman's comp. We do a lot of workman's comp because that's what pro athletes are. Nobody ever picks up on that every pro athlete I see is workman's comp. So people are like, well, you got to be a pro athlete to come see it. No, you don't. You can be a truck driver or a housewife, or people come see us for that stuff all the time. So I think that I like getting to know my patients. I think in orthopedics we're kind of the coaches of medicine, and I think our profession is very similar to being a coach. You got to make them better than you got them, and that's coaching. So I think that if you would enjoy being a coach, you would enjoy being an orthopedic surgeon.
I dealt with a knee pain for almost 10 years, and I want you to tell people exactly what I learned. When you're in that much pain, you don't have to be.
No, you don't have to be, and
you just don't have to do it.
You don't have to, and everybody has a different tolerance for pain. Pain's very subjective, and I always try to boil it down to the difference between annoying and limiting. I don't know that I'd have an operation for annoying. Back pain keeps you from hitting the golf ball as far as you want to. That might be annoying. Pain that keeps you from walking without limping, or you got to sit down every 30 minutes because it hurts.
Sleep.
Yeah, you can't sleep, you can't exercise, you can't enjoy being you outside of your must-do. That's very limiting, and that's the time when you need to consider what are your options, and if there are options, what are the options. So, and if you're going to do those kind of things, if you're going to go and have an operation, you have to commit to the process. It's a commitment, as you know. That the surgery day is the easy part. You're asleep, you're taking a nap. You taking the best nap you ever take. The hard part is the next couple of months or whatever time frame. You have to commit to the therapy and do your part.
And we have, and I will rate them, I've had them on the show, ATI,
Yeah.
Russ, those guys over there. They not only do a good job, but I'm like you say, I want to trust somebody.
Yeah.
And when I went to them, the exact words I said, if you tell me to get on top of that building, I'm going to get on top of that building. Because I'm going to get better. I'm going to do what you say do. And they have shown, I thought I knew my way around the gym until I went to therapy.
Well,
they have showed me some exercises that are just phenomenal.
they're that good, I think in a town of, 20,000 people, Troy, Alabama, you might think we may not have the tip of the spear in some services.
Yeah.
That's not true on physical therapy. ATI has some people here and equipment here and facility here. They also provide services to the university. So all of the athletes that I treat end up with the same therapists, and that has to work for us. And you can really look at it like, we're not 5 deep at every position at Troy. We're not stacked with 5 stars that are sitting the bench. Our 1s and 2s have to play when we're talking most sports. They got to be on the field.
Yeah.
Pick a sport. Our top people, they have to play, or we're not going to be successful. And that's a therapy thing. That's a strength conditioning thing. There's a whole bunch of team people, but the therapy part of it is super important. And we have among the best quality people here. I would stack our physical therapy people up with anybody, anywhere, at any level right here in Troy. So they make it happen, and it's evident by the success that we have on the field.
Not only do they make it happen, they meet you where you are.
Yeah.
When I come out at this point, and they just continue to get me better.
Oh, yeah.
Attitude, to me, controls altitude.
Right.
And I've seen them not only dealing with me, I've seen them dealing with other people, and they just, they get a compassion for the people.
They do.
And it's just lovely. And that's how I kind of got to know you. When I saw you walk around there and you were just talking to everybody else, I asked Rust, I said, who is that? He said, that's Dr. Douglas. And I was like, D. Dr. Douglas? He was
No.
Because you were just calm and you were just talking to people, and I like what you do. And Troy's blessed to have people like you.
Thank you.
And we thank you for what you do for this community, because
it's been my pleasure.
Time is priceless. And I thank you for coming on Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. I'm not going to keep you, but I'm going to tell you, you have a good name in Troy. People love you here.
Thank you, Joe. I
They
appreciate
love you
that.
here, and,
Thank you. And I love them.
I
It's
hope you
mutual.
just keep doing what you're doing. You know, Coach Shaughnessy, me and him ride motorcycles.
Oh, yeah.
And he talks. Everybody just talks so highly of you. And
People ask me all the time, when am I going to stop? You know, I'm 55. When am I going to give it up, or when am I going to draw it back? There's a lot of things I draw back. Troy will be the last thing I draw back. It's a passion of mine. I love it. I tell people that all the time. I don't even feel like it's work. I love what I do with Troy.
And that's the way you get around. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that I met Dr. Douglas at ATI, and that's the way you were doing it. You just flow around through there like you're just having a good time. And
I enjoy it.
And I'll be honest, when I asked you about coming and you asked your secretary, I guess, or your sister, and she says, we'll have to move some things. You said, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
And you did it. And that's good. And that shows that you're committed to this community.
I am.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines is committed to this community.
They are.
We offer jobs. We got great insurance. And I know you being a doctor, you know that the good insurance, you need that. Blue Cross Blue Shield.
You want to have Blue Cross Blue Shield if you live in Alabama,
Yeah,
for
you want
sure.
to have Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Yeah, that's.
But if you get surgery, therapy is how important.
Got to do it. Got to do it.
That's what I've been told. I've
Gotta
never
do it.
talked to a doctor that didn't say nothing.
Gotta
Dr.
do it.
Brooks did me, and this is the words he told me.
Oh, yeah.
He said, if you're not going to do the therapy, don't do it.
Exactly.
He said, don't do it.
It's a commitment. You gotta keep your part of the bargain. I can put it in, make it look perfect. If you don't do your part, you're gonna have a bad whatever it is.
You're going to have a bad whatever it is.
Yep.
Well, Dr. Douglas, we thank you. Is there anybody you want to say hi to before we let you go to work?
To all the Troy family, it's good to be here again as always, and love y'all.
Thank you, Dr. Douglas.
Thank
We'll be right back with Truck
Appreciate
Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Family owned, Troy, Alabama, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. We got Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hey, we can get you home. Wiley Sanders Truck Line been rolling these wheels since 1959. Money, money, money. Just rolling these wheels. If these wheels roll, you make money. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Deborah, how long you been here?
I've been here 8 years.
And we're what?
Lady
Miss
friendly.
Donnie Mae, how long you been here, girl?
7 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
How long we been here, Darlene?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Oh, tell me how long you been here.
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Kim, how long you been here?
10 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm working underneath this truck.
Oh man, can you work on diesel trucks?
No, I can't.
Do you know that Wiley Sanders will train you to work on diesel trucks?
Really?
In a shop.
In a shop?
A shop. My man, you made it.
Yes, sir, I did.
You came to Wiley Sanders to a shop. How you like teaching this young man?
I enjoy helping these guys be successful.
So if they can work on a little truck, you can teach them how to work on a big truck.
Yes, sir, we sure can.
Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line where we'll teach you how to work on a big truck. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. Are you looking for a good company? A company that can get you home and you make good money? Then you need to call Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Blue Cross Blue Shield, hey, you know we still had a $1,000 sign-on bonus. We match your 401k up to 4%. We've been in business since 1959. We've been rolling these wheels with money, money, money since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Bo. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, where we put God and family first. We go to Illinois.
Indiana.
North Carolina, South Carolina.
Ohio, Arkansas.
We're looking for good in-dump drivers. That's right, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. 401k, Blue Cross Blue Shield, dental plan. Hey, these wheels roll, you make money. You're not driving one of them, you're driving at the wrong place. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Fellas, where we go?
Indiana.
North Carolina and South Carolina.
Ohio and Arkansas.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Deborah, how long you been here?
I've been here 8 years.
And we're what?
Lady
Miss
friendly.
Donnie Mae, how long you been here, girl?
7
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
How long we been here, Darlene?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Oh, tell me how long you been here.
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Kim, how long you been here?
10 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, the place that puts God and family first. How long you been driving for Wiley Sanders?
7 years.
How long you been driving for Wiley?
6 years.
How many miles you get away?
2,500.
Wow, how many miles you get away?
2,700.
Are you in the 401k?
Yes, sir.
Matching at 4%.
Yes.
Wow, Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Are y'all happy?
Oh, very happy.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Welcome to Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, state-of-the-art bunkhouse. Let me show you. Do you like it cold? Then set it cold. Got the spouse with you? We've got you covered. Sit back in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and watch your favorite TV show. Relax, have a good time. After a long day, you can come in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and get a great hot shower. Look how nice they are. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we keep it clean for you. Drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. We've been in business since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Woo! We got the trucks. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, boy. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Deborah, how long you been here?
I've been here 8 years.
And we're what?
Lady
Miss
friendly.
Donnie Mae, how long you been here, girl?
7 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
How long we been here, Darlene?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Oh, tell me how long you been here.
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Kim, how long you been here?
10 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Some companies may tell you that the grass is greener. At Wiley Sanders, we know the grass is greener. Been in business since 1959. That's not green. It's not green. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Now, this is green grass. This is green money. $1,000 sign on both Blue Cross Blue Shield. 401k, we match it up to 4%. Get you home regular, good equipment. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We do what we say. Come join the best today. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we keep it nice and clean. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice and clean.
Nice and shiny.
Are you an experienced driver looking for a good truck driving job? Then try Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. We're looking for team drivers. We're looking for single drivers. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we have it for you. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Drive for the best. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we know one thing. Drivers first. You're not just a number, we know your name. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, family owned, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. We got Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hey, we can get you home. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Been rolling these wheels since 1959. Money, money, money. Just rolling these wheels. If these wheels roll, you make money. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Deborah, how long you been here?
I've been here 8 years.
And we're what?
Lady
Miss
friendly.
Donnie Mae, how long you been here, girl?
7 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
How long we been here, Darlene?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady.
And we're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Can you walk? Are you ready? Well, it's this Friday. Miss Sneed, good morning to you. How you doing this morning?
I'm fine, thank you.
You know, I didn't know I had Dr. Dugas here, and I could have just called you up because you was a patient of his.
He worked with me for 3 years doing, trying to save my arm after an accident, and then one of his fellows did a total reverse shoulder replacement. I had lost use of my arm totally, and
I see you moving it.
yes, they did wonders. They're a wonderful group.
Well, you and Miss Jones is here to talk about something really special.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
How special is it? Just tell me, how special is it?
It's very special.
I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10.
Exactly.
It's a 10.
Yeah,
it's a 10. It's a wellness jamboree, and it's going to be this Friday, March the 24th, starting at 9:30 at the Troy Rec Center, and we are so excited. And I tell you something else I'm excited about. I am so excited that I reunited with someone, and we are not going to tell that we've known each other about 40 years. We're not going to say that because that could possibly age us, and we don't want to say that. Could possibly do it. But when I came in, and I was like, no, it can't be you, and I was so excited. And that is Miss Tammy Schneed Ives. Yes, I said it. Miss Tammy Ives. She is magnificent. She's always been. And when she said, let's go ahead and partner and let's make this happen, and here she is. She's with AmeriCorps and RSVP. She's going to tell us some of the things about that, and we're going to get back and say, we want you at this Wellness Jamboree because we've got outstanding reception, especially here in Pike County. And now that we have Ms. Sneed Ives working with us, no doubt it's going to be super fantastic.
Your turn.
My turn. Oh. I am with AmeriCorps Seniors, RSVP. I cover Pike, Houston, Henry, and Geneva counties, but we're Pike County today talking about this. We're a federally funded program sponsored by Troy University, but we are so, as Tanisha said, when she said her name, and I'm like, we've missed each other. Yes. But we've done a lot of projects together over the years, and as she said, when we partner together, we do our best. We try our best to make everything go great. And I think this is going to be wonderful for the people of Pike County, for the seniors. There's a lot of vendors that are going to be there. There's a lot of activities and food, of course.
So if a senior wanted to be a part of this, what would they do? If they're listening to this now and they want to be a part of this Friday, what are the steps they need to take? Just show up.
Just show up. We want them to just show up. And you know what? I want to say this. It's not just for seniors. Someone asked me that. Is it for seniors only? It's not just for seniors. It's for everyone. Everyone. We want the families. We want the seniors. We want the children. Yeah. We want the children.
Exactly.
You know, because we've been thinking about it and just kind of throwing it around at the South Central Alabama Development Commission's Area Agency on Aging. And of course, you know, my boss, Mr. Tyson Howard, the Area Agency Director, Ms. Sharon Red, talked about intergenerational, bringing the seniors and the young people together. And so we've been kind of thinking about that and how can we do that better. And one way we can do that, the Jamboree. Let's get them together right there Friday at the Rec Center. Yeah.
So I see here 3, you know that very strong, but that food.
Yes.
Yeah. I knew it was going to come up. I knew it.
I mean, you know, let's talk about them groceries a little bit. Let's just talk about that a little bit.
Okay, I knew it was going to come up. Miss Sneed Ives and I, we said, how are we going to say this? And I was like, should we say it? No, we don't say it. We're going to say it because Mr. Bennett just opened it up and it said it right there on the fly, free food. Now, what we're coordinating with the Montgomery Area Food Bank, and we're looking at the great possibility of a food truck. Bringing in food, and we're looking at having a food giveaway. Now, it may not be as huge as the one that I think they had last Friday there at the Rec Center, but we will have some food. Now, that will be prior to the Jamboree. That's got to be prior to. We got to go ahead and get that out of the way, and then we're going to go right into the Jamboree at 9:30.
Well, I'm still looking here. I see games and door prizes. I know it look like I'm just getting the free stuff, but I'm just reading.
Yeah, you just pulling out the free stuff. Let me just go ahead and say now the food part, the truck gets there. We're going to look at starting that at 7:45, and it's going to be ending at 9:15. We got to get to the Jamboree. So if you want to come by, pick up some food, we'll take the application right there. No need to get in line at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. No need. It's not that big, but that's what we got to do there.
Okay. The COVID kit. Now, a lot of people are probably real interested in that. I was asked, how does the COVID kit work? You know, what's the percentage of it being accurate? So I thought maybe you ladies could answer that.
Well, now
I don't know.
Well, we're going to go with the information that we received from the CDC.
Okay.
And according to the CDC, I can't give you like a 99.9% accuracy, but I can say that they are entrusting, because of the research and because of the development of who puts those packets together, that they are very trustworthy. Now, what we hope to have in the COVID kits, I know we're going to have the traditional, we got to have the hand sanitizer, you got to stay sanitized, we got to have the mask, you got to do that. We also encourage, now we're not going to have keeping the 6 feet, but you know to keep 6 feet away. And we hope to have some of those test kits that Mr. Bennett is talking about. We're looking forward to having some of those as well. Now those are going to have to be on a first come, first served basis. So we're going to have that. Hopefully, we have some other things in there. I can't remember everything, but I know we're going to have the hand sanitizer. We're going to have some gloves, I think. We're going to have some masks. I think I'm going to jump out on a limb, Miss Red, and I'm going to say we're going to have some of the disinfectant. Now, that's probably because I wanted that. I don't know, but that's probably because I wanted it.
What about the vision?
We're working on that. We've asked some local agencies. The one we had planned didn't quite pan out, but we've asked some other agencies to help with that and the hearing screenings. Because, of course, we think when you think of health benefits, we think of the whole body, not just, of course, the food is part of it, but the hearing and sight are very important, especially to seniors. And as we age, those things get worse. And of course, those are the two things that we really think that need to be seen about as we age.
Okay. This next one that I'm about to talk about, I can actually speak a little bit on it. Blood pressure. Sometimes we forget just how important that is. And I'm proud to say at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, you can go through their job, and there are several offices that has a blood pressure machine. I first got involved with blood pressure about 8 or 9 years ago. I'm gonna just give a guess. Time goes so fast for me now. Mr. Wiley Sanders told me one time, said the older you get, the faster it goes, and I believe
I
him.
agree with that.
But I went for a physical. I was going on vacation, and I was going to bike week, so I said, well, I get my physical, I know I'm going to spend some money. And so when I get back, I can just go straight to work. And I'll never forget, I went in there, they took my blood pressure. She went back out, and she come back, and she took it again. She went back out. Well, by now, you know something.
Something's much.
So they told me to lay on the table, and they gave me they turned the light off, told me just relax. I can't relax now.
That's when it goes up.
Making a long story short, they told me I had high blood pressure, but I'll never forget it. Dr. Cheryl looked at me, and I said on national TV, he made me so mad that day. He said, looks like you control it. He said, you look healthy, maybe if you just lose a little weight. And let me say this, thank you, Dr. Cheryl, but I did. I started eating better, and I don't take nothing, and I got it under control. But that is so important. So many people have strokes, and I think that what you're doing here with the blood pressure screening is so important. I thank y'all for that.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
I've had several people that I know that have had strokes, and probably if it had been caught sooner, it wouldn't have been that. So you ladies y'all got a great program going here. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Absolutely. And you are so right about that. And we're going to definitely have on site there at the part of the Jamboree blood pressure checks, blood pressure screenings. We're going to have people there. As a matter of fact, we already have 2 committed to that. So we have that. And we're going to have a number of other screenings. Of course, again, I am so excited. Ms. Sneed Ives is there working with us. She's a part of Troy University. So she's got her hand or her finger on the pulse of Troy University, Dr. Jack Hawkins. I mean, hey, we all go way back. We're not going to tell how far back we go, but I remember when Dr. Jack Hawkins was on our board with the Commission on Aging, as it was then. But of course, now I'm with the Area Agency on Aging. Again, Mrs. Tammy Sneed Ives and I decided we are not going to tell how far back we go.
I'm just curious because, and I'm gonna put you on the spot. Because I can see your compassion and how much you love it. You drug me into it and got me where I love it. And I just want to ask you, how long have you been doing this?
old. See? You see that?
The question.
There is the question. There's the question. Well, let me just put it this way.
Okay.
Let me put it this way. I started back when it was Commission on Aging. And that was probably, maybe 40 plus years ago. And we're just going to leave it at that. 40 plus years ago.
How long you been working with?
I started fresh out of high school when I started college, so this year is 40 years, and RSVP will be in Pike County will be celebrating 50 years this year, so I've been with it 40 years.
The reason I asked you that, because I've just been in it. I think I'm in my 3rd year helping Miss Jones, and I go a lot of places. I do a lot of stuff. I have to go to schools, and every now and then I get roped into going to a high school, but I go. If I'm called, I try to make it. The one thing that I just look forward to doing is when I go to the center and call the bingo game.
Oh, the
For
bingo.
two reasons. I'm just like anybody else. Everybody want to be thought about. But the lady told me, because I have to go at 8:30, because we have a slot that we pay for. It's from 8:30 to 9:30, and that's it. I can't just say, well, I'm going to be there at 10. It's got to be there. So the lady always tells me, what's her name? The cooks, to be in the front.
Miss
computer.
Miss Nikki, Miss Nikki, and Miss
She always
Jessica.
tell me when I call her, she always say, I said, well, I'm going to come at 8:30. She said, well, I don't know when nobody going to come at her. Oh, yeah, but you come and they'll come.
Oh, yeah.
And every time I get there, because I'm always, as you saw this one, I'm always getting in there right on time. And they be there and they be so happy. And it has warmed my heart till I said that even after I retire, I'm going to still go there once a year and play bingo with them.
Oh.
I just have grown a compassion for it. And that's why I asked you ladies that, not to put you on the spot or nothing, but I can see growing a compassion for what y'all do.
Absolutely.
Because if we keep living, we're going to get what?
We're going to get older.
Okay, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Friendly!
Oh, tell me how long you been here?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly!
Kim, how long you been here?
10 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly!
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm working underneath this truck.
Oh, man, can you work on diesel trucks?
No, I can't.
Do you know that Wiley Sanders will train you to work on diesel trucks?
Really?
In a shop.
In a shop?
A shop. My man, you made it.
Yes, sir, I did.
You came to Wiley Sanders to a shop. How you like teaching this young man?
I enjoy helping these guys be successful.
So if they can work on a little truck, you can teach them how to work on a big truck.
Yes, sir, we sure can.
Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line where we'll teach you how to work on a big truck.
Composed of Peace Corps.
Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We put God and family first. Are you looking for a good company? A company that can get you home and you make good money? Then you need to call Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hey, you know we still had a $1,000 sign-on bonus. We match your 401k up to 4%. We've been in business since 1959. We've been rolling these wheels with money, money, money since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Bo. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, where we put God and family first. We go to Illinois,
Indiana, North Carolina, South Carolina,
Ohio, Arkansas.
We're looking for good in-dump drivers. That's right, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. 401k, Blue Cross Blue Shield, dental plan. Hey, these wheels roll, you make money. You're not driving one of them, you're driving at the wrong place. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Fellas, where we go?
Indiana, North Carolina, and South Carolina.
Ohio and Arkansas.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Deborah, how long you been here?
I've been here 8 years.
And we're what?
Lady
Miss
friendly.
Johnny Mae, how long you been here, girl?
7 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly!
How long we been here, Darlene?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly!
Oh, tell me how long you been here?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly!
Kim, how long you been here?
10 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, the place that puts God and family first. How long you been driving for Wiley Sanders?
7 years.
How long you been driving for Wiley?
6 years.
How many miles you get away?
2,500.
Wow, how many miles you get away?
2,700.
Are you in the 401k?
Yes, sir.
Matching at 4%.
Yes.
Wow, Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Are y'all happy?
Oh, very happy.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Welcome to Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, state-of-the-art bunkhouse. Let me show you. Do you like it cold? Then set it cold. Got the spouse with you? We've got you covered. Sit back in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and watch your favorite TV show. Relax, have a good time. After a long day, you can come in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and get a great hot shower. Look how nice they are. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we keep it clean for you. Drive.
And we're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. You know, drivers, I am so sorry. Good morning to all the Wiley Sanders Truck Lines drivers and all drivers all over the world. Now, drivers, these ladies don't know this. We got our own little contest going, and let me look at my calendar because of the fact, if I'm not mistaken, the 27th is the last day. We're having a Mutt Madness. We have a lot of dogs. We have a lot of drivers that have dogs in their trucks, and we're doing this contest where they can send a picture in of their dog, and then we're gonna make it the March Madness, like the basketball. And that was brought up by Miss Kate Nesby. I got a young lady working with me now, and well, she making my job easy. But I want to tell you, get those pictures in. Don't forget, come by my office. I do have some more seat covers. We are asking all those that have pets to come by and get seat covers. And I have been out for several weeks, and we have them. And a couple other announcements. Don't forget about our gloves. They should be here the 31st. We get some gloves. Got wireless sandals on them so you can drop and real. We got some stuff going on.
I'm telling you.
Too. We like y'all. We got some stuff going on. So now let me ask you this about the Jamboree.
Okay.
It's a real important question.
Okay.
Time. You guys are going to be on time. It's going to start when it says it starts at 9:30.
That's when it's going to start.
9:30.
9:30.
I love that.
9:30, if not before. We're going to do that. And you know something else now? I've got to go back to you. I'm going to put you on the spot. Okay. I'm going to put Mr. Bennett on the spot. Mr. Bennett talked about how he has participated in bingo, how he enjoys going to the Troy Senior Center, and we are so excited about that. But I reminded him we have 3 centers in Pike County. Yes. 3 centers. I've got to look out for all of my centers. We've got a center there in Brundage. It's called Robert E. Barr, and that's Miss Michelle Arnold, I think, and that's the director. And we have one in Goshen, and that's Miss Leverett. I was just down there a couple of weeks ago. So when he says that he's visiting these centers and he's taking Truck Talk there, well, I don't know. I don't know what he's going to say. I don't know what he's going to say.
Let me say this. You do your part by checking with the centers and see do they have Troy Cable.
Okay.
If they have Troy Cable, we will take the month of December and we'll go 1, 2, 3.
Okay, you heard it right here on Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders.
And I want to say something about the president and Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. You know, you're not going to be a good employee till you can take a little something. And we was there last year, and he just said it right there on TV. Trace Parker, I love him to death. I was giving away prizes. I'm on country boy, so I was just giving away what we have for drivers, like hats and T-shirts and stuff. He says, he looks at me and he said, you know, we're going to get Hofstad to get a little better gifts for you ladies to next. So centers, remember this, and this the only way I know to make it fair.
Okay.
I'm going to bring sweaters.
Wow.
Because most people love sweaters. When you get old, you like sweaters. I like them. And we're going to bring a large, an extra large, and a small.
Okay.
And we have Wiley Sanders on them, and that's gonna be the prize this year.
That'd be great. That's a good prize.
He told me to get something a little more ladylike, And guys, you'll still get the caps. But
Okay.
ladies, we're going to get the ladies some sweaters. and,
Wow.
I need to be ordering those, but we're going to get them some nice little sweaters so they can put on. And
Okay.
Just
That's
enjoy
great.
it.
That's
You
great.
know, every time I go, the reason I enjoy it so much is always somebody there that has a connection with Wiley Sanders Strut Line. Either they had a brother that drove, uncle, daughter, son, and that's what connection is all about. When I read something like this, and I think, you know, Pike County, you just heard Dr. Douglas was talking about how this is a knitted community. It's knitted because people like you. We appreciate what y'all do, and y'all probably don't hear that a lot. But I just want to let y'all know I see compassion. See, like when I talk about Wiley, you don't ever hear me say, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. You mean Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Boom! You got to let you know that you believe in it.
That's
when
right.
you talk about the aging program, y'all are not sitting there, aging program. Well, nobody's going to hear that. So I like the enthusiasm. I like the gump. That's what we call it. That's what old folks call it, gump.
Yeah.
Let people know that come to these programs, they're going to be nice and they're going to be set up and they're going to be organized. I've been to the rec center, very clean place.
Accessible.
I paid. I didn't go, but I paid them because I felt bad because I canceled 3 swimming classes. I don't know how to swim. I want to learn how to swim before I leave this world so bad. I don't own a boat because I don't know how to swim.
Oh.
And I've been around the lake with the Sanders families. I used to go to the beach all the time, and I just do not know how to swim. So I got my knee fixed now. This summer, I'm going to learn how to swim. But I won't be an instructor. I'll pay a little extra. I want an instructor to meet me where I'm at. Take your time. If I say stop, stop. I won't go no further.
And you know that
I just throw that out there.
he threw that out there, and that's good because, you know, working with the rec center, Miss Cassidy Smart, amazing young director. They've got a number of things that they have going on, like swimming. I looked in. I'm not gonna say it, but anyhow, I like to get in the 3 feet of water, you know, for the kids. I get in there, you know, but they've got a lot of things going on. They got a lot of space. It's just great. I have to say something else. I have to say, not only is this Jamboree going to afford us an opportunity to get together, to receive the COVID kits, to get the health screenings, but it's also going to afford an opportunity to get out. To get out into the community, to get with friends and family, and to make new friends. Because one of the things that we are trying to recoup from during the COVID season is isolation.
Exactly.
Isolation certainly has had an impact on people, some in a not so good way. And so to get back out and to kind of reunite with people, have fun, get health screenings, enjoy some food, maybe even come and pick up a load of food. But I think that's going to be helpful as well.
And you know what you said there, you got me triggered. Let me say this. You're right. It's time for us to get out. It was good when we needed Zoom. It was good. I don't take meetings on Zoom now because I don't have to. And that's just my personal opinion. Let me tell you, our country was going so good until COVID hit. Money, 401ks, and all these things that working people are looking for. So now that we've got the restrictions back, son, we ourselves have got to get out.
Exactly.
We've got to get out and go to work. And I'm gonna say this: when people call me and say, "Well, we can do a meeting over Zoom," I don't do it because you're either telling me you don't have that much time. Anybody can get on Zoom. I could have had you ladies on
Exactly.
Zoom, but when we have the warmth that we have now, when we have a connection, could I look you in the eye, dead in your real eyes, not your TV eyes, and say, "I like your program. I'm gonna help with your program."
Yeah.
And see, that's what I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna come by there Friday morning.
Great.
Okay.
And just say hi, and maybe help somebody out of their car or something. Whatever I can, just come by. That's what we got to do. We got to come together as one. That's what America was built on, being together and being with one another. And don't you ladies ever lose your compassion. Don't stop. Because there's some old people out there. I know. That's why I can't stop going there in December. Because they be looking for that day.
Yes.
They know I'm coming one day, and they don't know when, but I always come. This year, I promised Justin Destin, excuse me. Two things I promised him. I wasn't going to call him Justin. I was going to call him Destin. And I was going to let him know what I was doing a little more timely matter.
Okay.
And I've been working on that real hard to do that because I realize he's got a job to do. I've got a job to do.
Correct.
But here we work together.
Absolutely.
You've got a job. She's got a job. And y'all working together, it's just going to make you stronger.
And we're pulling a lot of other organizations in with that will be there.
Absolutely.
Tell me some of them.
Veterans Affairs.
Yes, we've got Veterans Affairs, we've got OCAP, we've got the Extension Service, we've got Public Health, we've got Sarah, I'm not saying it right. I always say that wrong, the hospital here. We've got the South Central Alabama Regional Housing Authority. Ms. Sharon Parker has been amazing. We've just... And I have to mention the sheriff's department. He called and he says, well, I'm going to send you 3 guys. And I was like, yes. And then we've got the police department. You got to have them on guard just in case something, gets a little out of hand. And so everyone has just been, the response have been amazing. Everyone has just embraced it.
At Pike County?
Of course not. What am I saying? Of course not. This is Pike County, and we're right here with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders. Of course not.
We was talking about the mayor and
yes.
We was talking about the sheriff and the chief of police. Those are 3 individuals that's a part of this rotating wheel we have going on in this town. What I like about them, you don't have to talk to no answer machine.
Exactly.
If I want to talk to Mayor, now I'm courtesy. I don't just pick up the phone and call him. I send him a text. I've had yet to happen that he don't call me back. Now Russell, me and him go Goshen boys. I just call him, man. I just call him. Chief of police same way. But when you're in a community where people know their chief, know their mayor, when you start a program like this, like he said, he called you, hey, I'm gonna send you some guys. Those guys are gonna be happy. They're not gonna be grumpy, and they're just gonna be. It just makes you love Pike County. But I want somebody that might have missed something we said to know this number. This number is 1-800-243-5463. Now, who will they talk to?
They will talk to the South Central Alabama Area Agency on Aging. They can call there about the Jamboree. They can call there about programs and services for the elderly. Give us a call. That's what we're there for. I have to mention one other thing that my friend here, Miss Tammy Sneed-Ives, about AmeriCorps and RSVP. We go back to the days of RSVP, the Retired Senior Volunteer Program. And what she has put together continues to be phenomenal. A lot of the RSVP members will be at the Jamboree. Of course, I couldn't do it without Ms. Sneed-Ives. I just could not do it without her. There are a lot of programs that come under the auspices of AmeriCorps. I'm not going to... She can tell it better than I can.
AmeriCorps it consists of Peace Corps, VISTA programs, and then under the senior division is our retired senior volunteer program, foster grandparents or senior companions. We're a big federal agency that the grants funnel through, but it's all about serving people. It's all about community service. It's all about helping one another.
Yes.
Because that's our goal, is to go out into the communities and help agencies try to work towards solving issues in our community. And I like to always say about our volunteers, our ages are 55 and up in our programs, but that when you think of a tree and the branches, that's the younger people. That's the branches that are continuing to grow. But our seniors are the roots. They're the ones that have all the knowledge, and they're the ones that are keeping it grounded, and they're the ones that can tell you what happened way back then. Now, the young people can tell you, like my grandson with a computer, oh, Nana, move, and but they're the ones that can tell you how things happened back then, the things that they've been through, the things that they've done so that these young people can have what they have today.
Absolutely.
I guess I just knew I was going to talk to you ladies today, but I was just thinking, I always go to thinking when it's coming time for me to go to a class. But I think of business all the time because I work for a very large business company, and we have a lot of people there. And what you just said makes so much sense. I suggest to anybody, if it's the older person just going in business, get you a young person to go with you. If you're a young person and you're going in business, get you an older person. What do you do there? You have knowledge and you have strength. You put those two together and you're going to go on up. Don't forget the Lord. Now let me say this too, and I want everybody to hear this. When you do anything that you're doing, if you put him first, if you put Jehovah God first, and acknowledge that you can't do none of this without him. You know, and I have to tell this story. I know he's probably tired of me telling it, but I was doing a commercial one time, and I wanted a bunch of kids in it. And, you know, we had $1,000. Now, I've just about got away from that because what we sell is so pure. I don't have to show the money. But I asked Mr. Sanders, I told him I needed $10,000. I said, well, I got these 10 kids, I'm going to give each one $1,000, but I'm going to collect it back up. And he says to me, see, he's younger than me. I'm older. I was thinking one way. He says, you know, we might attract the wrong attention. Well, that is kind of dangerous. What if we had to attract some bad attention? So he says, but what I want you to do is let everybody know that at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. My feet been on fire ever since because I started certain little things, and it makes me feel good every Monday morning when we have prayer in the driver's room with those new recruits, and it doesn't a month go by. Sometimes it don't a week go by that one of them recruits will come to me and go, I've never been in an orientation where they started with prayer. People love prayer. Sometimes they're tentative. It takes people like you guys to bring it out. So just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. And once again, I'm gonna hip y'all with this announcement. The Jamboree. They got free food. They gonna fix it up for you. They got games and door prizes. They got COVID kits, vision, hearing, and blood pressure. Now, get your blood pressure checked. I want everybody to do not miss that part. Do not miss that part.
Let me say something about the door prizes now. This just hot off the press.
Come on with
that they're going to be giving us door prizes. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Mr. Red's probably going to get me. But they're going to be giving away 2 big screen smart TVs. Not 1, 2. Two of them. I'm not sure if it's a 55-inch, but I think it's got to be up there 50 or 55. I know it. So you can tune in. You can tune in on Troy Cablevision right here, Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders, 2 TVs, and they said something about not $1,000 now, not $1,000, but a $50 gift card. So that's going to be part of the door prizes. And of course, we have other door prizes that's going to be coming in from the vendors and the sponsors as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
I tell you what we're going to do. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines is going to match that $50 door prize. So you have 2.
Oh, wow. Well, you heard it here.
Get me what to make the check out to. But we want to be a part of that. When you show your community that you're a part of it, it's not the amount, it's the thought. It's the thought. Anytime, and I was taught by my grandmama about this, she taught me that anytime somebody gives me something, she said, take it. Back then they called you boy, that's what you was. You was a boy. They said, boy, somebody give you something, you take it. And if you don't need it, you hold on to it, and you may run up on somebody that needs it.
Exactly.
See, when we think of others, oh man, you just don't know. Don't try to get me started. When we just think of others, like you guys are doing, when you think of others, things will come to you. It'll just come to you. It'll just come to you. I am so glad to have y'all this morning. I'm so tuned in to what y'all doing, and I'm gonna give both of y'all a minute to just kind of recap what you're doing. Miss Sneed, I'm going to start with you, and then I'm going to go with Miss Jones.
Again, we, of course, as I said, I'm AmeriCorps Seniors, RSVP, and we want everybody to come out to the Wellness Jamboree. It's going to be a great time for everybody. As Ms. Jones said, it's family oriented. It's not just for seniors. We want everybody to come and participate and have a good day. And of course, as she said, door prizes.
Yes, great door prizes. Am I up now?
You're up now,
I am
Mrs.
up now. And let me just say on behalf of the South Central Alabama Area Agency on Aging, we are excited to put this on right here in Pike County in Troy, right here with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders. And I have to say this, they accepted the challenge. They accepted the challenge 3 years ago when I said, let's talk about aging. And I think that Mr. Bennett has been talking about aging ever since. And so for that, we are grateful. He took the challenge. I just threw it out there about $50. He's matching that. The prizes are increasing. Come on out to the Wellness Jamboree this Friday at the Rec Center. Let's have a great time. Let's end the isolation and let's get together and enjoy it.
And you know, with that being said, don't never say that there's nothing to do when you do nothing.
Exactly.
You see, there's always something to do when you do something. Ms. Jones, I know you're going to use that next week, but that's...
I am. I'm going to use it. I like that.
It's portable.
I am going to use
And we do
that.
that so many times. Like I told you about the Zoom, and we do that because we was handicapped with that. We
Yes,
don't have
sir.
to do that no more. We can come face to face. You know, when you think about these programs you have, and you go back, and I go back to when my grandmama was living, it wasn't these things to do. We have them now. Let's take advantage of it. We got people like you guys that work on it and provide it. Ladies and gentlemen, Friday morning, come out to the Rec Center. If nothing else, just see what they got going on. Just come out and see. Enjoy.
Right.
I'm going to be there. Probably going to have some Wiley Sanders hats with me, and I don't know what else I might bring.
Okay.
But I'm going to come. I'm going to support. This is at 9:30. That means I get there about 9:40. But I'll be there.
You'll
I'm
be
gonna make
there.
sure
Yep.
Brandon reminds me to come. And you ladies just keep your heads up and keep praying. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
And always, and I tell people this, and this is your first time, so you get a cup.
Oh, well,
there.
thank you.
Okay. Well,
Miss Jones.
Could I
want
get a
you to
cup
take
again?
a cup. I want you to take a cup and give to somebody that comes out Friday morning.
okay. You heard that.
All right, but you ladies remember this, and I mean this from my heart. Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, when we was first asked about doing this, and the boss asked me, so what we're going to do with it? I said, we're going to do something positive with it. Everything that'll be out there Friday morning, at one time or another, it was on a truck.
That's true.
Everything you have on, everything around here, it's trucks. Trucks stopped moving, this country stopped. When COVID came out, what kept us going? Trucks. That makes me say, truck drivers, we love you, especially Wiley Sanders drivers. Thank you. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you
For
for
the
having
best
us.
today, Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. We've been in business since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Woo! We got the trucks. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, boy. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Deborah, how long you been here?
I've been here 8 years.
And we're what?
Lady
Miss
friendly.
Johnny Mae, how long you been here, girl?
7 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
How long we been here, Darlene?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Oh, tell me how long you been here.
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Kim, how long you been here?
10 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Some companies may tell you that the grass is greener. At Wiley Sanders, we know the grass is greener. Been in business since 1959. That's not green. It's not green. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Now, this is green grass. This is green money. $1,000 sign on bonus. Blue Cross Blue Shield. 401k. We match it up to 4%. Get you home regular. Good equipment. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We do what we say. Come join the best today. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we keep it nice and clean. Thank you. And thank you. And thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice and clean.
Nice and shiny.
Are you an experienced driver looking for a good truck driving job? Then try Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. We're looking for team drivers. We're looking for single drivers. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we have it for you. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k, drive for the best. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we know one thing, drivers first. You're not just a number, we know your name. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, family owned, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. We got Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hey, we can get you home. Wiley Sanders Truck Line been rolling these wheels since 1959. Money, 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 just rolling these wheels. If these wheels roll, you make money. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Deborah, how long you been here?
I've been here 8 years.
And we're what?
Lady
Miss
friendly.
Johnny Mae, how long you been here, girl?
7 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
How long we been here, Darlene?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Oh, tell me how long you been here?
26 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.
Kim, how long you been here?
10 years.
And we're what?
Lady friendly.